9 o'clock classes in session, another college day in full swing. On campus, the students. Discussing that lecture just attended. Or checking on a play rehearsal, a field trip, a college announcement. Or just plain enjoying the pleasure of good fellowship. But more than that, college educates men and women to fulfill the needs of the world we live in. We need engineers to build bridges and architects to design new buildings for a growing population to live in and work in. Good health, a need so obvious it's often taken for granted until sickness strikes. And so we need doctors to cure human ailments and doctors to search for new ways of preventing them. In order to survive, a civilization must have a system of jurisprudence and trained legal minds to present both sides of a case before a court of law. Problems of many dimensions call for clear-thinking minds at every level of government to make decisions based on calm judgment and mature thinking. Or the problem might be of a personal nature, and here again, a mind that can think clearly will go to the heart of the trouble and help point the way out. To answer the question, how does college educate, you begin with a proper setting, the college campus. Enjoying all the quiet beauty of a country campus, Tufts lies but a short distance from the historic towns of Lexington and Concord. A few minutes' drive from campus in the opposite direction is metropolitan Boston, where students may enjoy the recreational and cultural advantages of a great city. Rich in tradition, Boston abounds with lasting reminders of our country's history. The spire of the Old North Church, Faneuil Hall, cradle of liberty. For many years, Tufts has played an important role in medicine through its medical and dental schools, which are teaching units of the world-famous New England Medical Center. But to the undergraduate at Tufts, campus means the hill at Medford. This is the setting, the proper atmosphere for learning, free from outside distraction. Given the proper setting, the college must then furnish its students with the proper tools of learning. Books, the primary source of information. Books are a student's link with the past, affording him a better understanding of the present. Confronted with a problem, be it in physics, philosophy, chemistry, or law, research into the past often discloses that others before him have met and solved it, and the student finds the solution adaptable to modern-day application. In the fields of science, a student must have access to college laboratory equipment to help him acquire basic knowledge and insights consistent with modern scientific research and development. At Tufts, a nationally accredited College of Engineering offers a choice of several programs in mechanical, electrical, civil, and chemical engineering. A 4-year general engineering program and a 5-year liberal arts engineering program allow the future engineer, businessman, or executive sufficient leeway to combine specialized technical courses with courses in the humanities and social studies. With both liberal arts and engineering colleges on the same campus, a student is sure of finding the right combination of courses to satisfy his vocational objective, and should experience indicate it wise to change that objective, he may do so without sacrificing credits already earned. Thus, whether a student's interest in science be specific or general, well-organized laboratories and laboratory equipment play an important role in the overall college picture. But most important of all are the men who teach, the college faculty, the heart and the brains of the education process. Much that a student gains in knowledge and skill is derived from daily intimate contact with mature minds, distinguished leaders in their respective fields. And though their fields are diversified, the faculty at Tufts is alike in at least one respect: they all like to teach. Today's college professor is more than a teacher, however. Beyond the classroom and laboratory, even beyond the campus itself, Tufts faculty members are serving as consultants to business, industry, and government. Conducting significant research. Serving as chairman of the school committee, contributing to the community in which they live through active participation in civic affairs. A scholar, but equally important, a real person, bringing to his students both instruction and inspiration, and a personal interest in their hopes and plans for the future. How does college educate? There's more to the answer than lectures and libraries and laboratories. Tufts believes there's much of value to be learned off campus, too, and arranges many of its courses to include field experience in everyday activities of hospitals, business, government, and welfare agencies. The Department of Education has a working arrangement with nearby schools which give undergraduates first-hand experience in practice teaching on both elementary and secondary school levels. Just as classes and study nourish the intellectual growth of a student, so does the college way of life help him to grow in other directions. He develops a spirit of cooperation through participation in the many honorary societies and campus clubs devoted to both recreation and learning. Nine national fraternities have chapters here. But whether he lives in a fraternity house or in a dormitory, every student shares alike in the democratic atmosphere for which Tufts is noted. He develops a spirit of competition. While sports at Tufts are not overemphasized, there's a strong will to win, and when you do, to temper the victory with modesty, or if you lose, to lose graciously, good qualities to acquire today for use throughout life. The Tufts athletic program doesn't limit a student to the role of spectator at Saturday's game. He may play 14 intramural or 16 varsity sports, more than enough to give every student a chance to play the games of his choice. College education is this and more. It's a student's own personal experience of the best that life has to offer in the realm of human thought, stimulating ideas from prominent speakers, men like Robert Frost, who has been a regular visitor to the Tufts campus. Stimulating ideas from books, to be read and then to serve as rewarding topics of group discussion, where ideas are challenged, defended, often modified in the light of truth. In the realm of spiritual values, an opportunity to understand many religions through daily contact with fellow students of different faiths. On the personal level, there's the college chaplain, whose door is always open to a student in need of counsel. There's opportunity for attendance at places of worship near the Tufts College community, and religious clubs, representing most denominations, frequently hold joint meetings in the school's own chapel. In the realm of fine art, literature, poetry, music, painting, sculpture, drama, in each instance, not only is a student afforded opportunity for study through regular courses, but for active participation as well. The aspiring actor finds an outlet for his talents in 3 Ps, pen, paint, and pretzels, the Tufts Dramatic Society, a unique feature of which is the theater in the round, where the audience surrounds the stage on all sides. Or a budding author may write for the literary magazine, The Tuftonian, or the Tufts Weekly, the college newspaper, which has its own linotype machine and printing presses. It's all part of a preparation for living in a world where men and women work together, share common interests. With the coming of each September, another college term gets underway. And if the entering freshman feels a bit overwhelmed at the prospect before him, it's not a new sensation. That same bewildered feeling was shared by generations of students before him from the first enrollment day at Tufts over 100 years ago. During orientation week, however, confusion gives way to understanding, with meetings designed to help the new student get acquainted with his new surroundings. Informal sessions with upperclassmen and friendly big sister talks furnish the answers to still more questions about college life. A president's reception and a full program of activities help members of the incoming class get to know one another. By limiting the number of new students admitted each year, Tufts retains the friendly intimacy of a small college. The Air Force and Navy ROTC units allow students to train for commissions while in college, although participation is not required. Full credit towards a degree is offered for these courses, which may be elected as part of a student's normal course load. The Department of Naval Science at Tufts is one of the original 26 such units established to help train officers for the Navy or Marines. Navy scholarships covering almost the full cost of an education are awarded each year to both entering students and those already in college. Airmen and midshipmen both have an important place on today's campus, members of great organizations contributing to the color, the excitement, the fullness of 4 golden college years. There's one thing more about college not easy to express, more of the heart than of the mind. That indescribable something that stirs a man's heart on the day of his graduation. We call it pride, not the vainglorious kind, but a quiet glow of pride to belong here, to have had the opportunity of sharing the heritage of a fine school, the heritage of living and learning together, stretching back through the years. There's a feeling of oneness with the generations of students who have walked these paths before, and with those who are yet to come. There's the sudden realization that 4 rich and wonderful years are drawing to a close. The work, the play. The traditions. But mostly you recall people, the good friends, your fellow students. The favorite professor. Sentimental? Of course. This is a time for sentiment. Now you know. You know you've been touched by something lasting and good. You're filled with pride, not so much for what you have done, but to call this college alma mater. It's a part of you now for the rest of your life.